mistakes than everybody put together. Over and over again. Over and over.
Hey, 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? How's it going, everybody? I got the delay, you know. Hey, it says my audio levels are good. Hey, can you hear me? Cause I think you can hear me. And where's my phone stand? Gotta be that fancy guy with a phone stand, you know? How's everybody doing this morning? I got my first sip of the day right now. Fables. Jim Rice, what is up? I gotta make sure that this thing goes live on Instagram. I'm gonna push this button, and it might work, it might not. I'm really close to the mic. Okay, I will adjust my sound settings. Don't you worry about that. Okay. And I'm gonna go test if this Instagram button hits. Make sure you hit the like button. Does that work? Okay, everybody, here we go. You know, hey, Fun times over here. Come on, hey, there I am. Hey, I'm live on Instagram too. Hey guys, I'm live on Instagram and YouTube. Fables D20. Who would have thought? My autofocus does not know what to do. Jim Rice, Sean, how's it going? You know what we're doing today? We're building a mountain. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I love myself a good mountain. Oh. Need some coffee? Alright guys, so we have this mountain that I've been working on. Last time we chatted, I built the mountain, I put it together, we put the little foam pieces on so it looks like little rubble and rocks. Since then, I put some Mod Podge, black Mod Podge on it with painting some brown to get the dirt look in there. And now it's kind of all consistent looking. And it's super good. Look at that rock. Get a top down on this. So we pretty much have a mountain, everybody. This is the base look for everything. We got the dirt look. What we're going to do is really add that rock gray vibes to this. Have you got any airbrush yet, or are you all about that handy brushwork? I'm all about that handy brushwork, Jim. Would I like to get into airbrushing? Maybe. But I kind of like the messy vibes. Nope, instead, there's a macro lens on there. So we got this mountain. Yeah, we're going to add the gray textures to it, and we'll probably add the brown back on top on the core centerpieces to be dirt. Yeah, I think this came together really well. It's really hard to tell when it's just all different colors and chunks of foam and you're not really sure. But if you trust the process, you really get a good looking piece. If I come down here, you should be able to tell that we have a lot of little rocks going on around the crevices, and that's the foam pieces that were just like cut off. They were scraps, and we glued them back on, and they give a really nice rock looking texture. Tyler, what's up? On Instagram, JT, love your building streams, man. Such a great hobby. Just wish I had more time to do it myself. Hey, it takes up a lot of time. It's sometimes crazy for me to get time just to do it on camera. All right, so I'm gonna get the paint. Enjoy looking at my rock. Good evening, Sneaky. That's pretty good. And that morning coffee. So we got some coffee, we got some paint. I'm like a mile away from the microphone. All right. So, first color we need the first color is a dark gray. And this is what we're going to be working with, which is the dark granite. It's like $1, $2 worth a bottle. Let's see. Brush. I need my brush. I got my water for the paintbrush. I hope I don't accidentally put my paintbrush in my coffee, because that is not going to taste really good. Once. I've done it once. I won't do it again, I swear. There's no room on the opposite side, and I'm right-handed. The dilemma. We're going to need a lot of gray. It's a big rock, guys. One of the biggest rocks. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Make sure you hit the like button. Thank you so much. Okay, so we are painting my mountain that we've gotten primed and dirtied. Let's kind of feel out how I'm going to show this to you while I stream. Make sure I have the space so I can... There's room to rotate. Look how cool this looks, guys. Look how awesome that ended up looking. Alright. So we have plenty of space to rotate. The camera can see a lot. That's great. Great, great, great. Just double checking all the chats, making sure everything's working. Cool. We're probably going to start on this side. It's going to be the easiest. I see a lot of leftover colors from what used to be there because there's a lot of recycled pieces from other models. All right. Oh, I don't have paper towel. Interesting. We'll see how this goes. All right. So, we're just going to go across it. The whole reason why I did a brown pass was to make sure that underneath the gray, there's more than just black. That it has a sense of minerals underneath. Sean, just wanted to say I enjoyed your interview. It was really entertaining. Great! Which one? We have the interview with Homie and the Dude, and we also have interview with Geek Peek interview with Oren at Geek Peek. Go check them out. Both are on YouTube. So now, just this little bit, this is what we got. This is where we started. Easy difference. Alright. Alright, alright. Stick bug. I have a terrain project I need to show you. Gonna send it on Twitter. Star Wars part that you will like. Dude, send it over on Twitter. Also, you can post it on the Discord's art sharing channel. Discord link should be down below. If it's not, can someone find it? So I'm being pretty sloppy, and that's totally okay because I just need to get a lot of coverage. Second link in the description is the Discord. Yay! Oren is such a nice person. Alright, let's look around the corners here. There we go. Nice. We can really see that gray coming through. Oh, I see some spots where the pink did not get covered. I'll have to dig at that one. Alright. Anyone see Godzilla -1 yet? I have not, so I really need to. Which channel should you send it in? It should be share art or art stuff. It's under the local tavern category. Arts and crafts, that's what it's called. Thank you, Allie. really far back has 0 gray on it. Gotta get deep in there. There we go. We're looking really good, guys. Alright, now we're gonna take the small brush. Small brush. It's like 2 centimeters wide. And I'm gonna look for any of the spots where the pink made it through. And just really dab it. Where's that paper towel? That didn't really do much. Okay, cool. Good to know. Alright, dab in there. I see some pink. That was a really difficult angle. No wonder the pink survived. But I gotta cover as much as I can, so if I want to use the fog machine on my minis, it doesn't ruin the phone. So now I'm just investigating, making sure. Everything's looking good. Little dab here, a little dab there. I'm finding that there's a few spots that really could use some more Mod Podge, so we could probably, near the end of the stream, I can probably dab some on. And that helps seal it. Cool. How's Instagram? I love how on Instagram the chat on screen is just squeezed like a bad Sega game. It's hilarious. I love that the crafting stream is what I chose for my workout playlist today. That's hilarious. Oh. Oop, oop, oop. Some pieces weren't fully glued on. Gotta cover that up with some paint. The pieces were in here and they were falling out a little bit. Let's get even smaller brush. Get right into those cracks. Oh. Need see some pink in here. It's really hard because the process in making the texture for the rock is so messy and so chaotic that painting it becomes a nuisance. Like we can see that there's some pink right up here. We need to Oppenheimer that Barbie. Destroy the pink. Thankfully, the granite is actually fairly quick at drying. It's really looking for the corners. But ooh, almost went in my coffee cup. Water down some of this granite over here, so it's a little bit thinner. Guys, I'm sorry. There we go. So that way it's a little bit thinner and can sink into some spots. There we go. Let's see. There's a little bit more in that corner. What? Maybe you think about a head cam so you don't have to worry. You know, I thought about that. If I should find a head cam for the GoPro, and that way the GoPro just gets put onto my face on painting and you guys are just with me. That'd be a pretty cool setup. I'll look for it and put it in the backer support wish list. And you guys can support me by getting the head cam mount. All these little rocks are textured, painted. We actually can see upside down that there is a handful of pink right here. So, take some water. Gray. Nice, nice, nice. Spinning, looking. Gotta go back to work. Have a nice stream. Thank you, Sean, for hanging out. We're almost done with the gray pass. No, it's just that dummy check. Gotta look over just a couple spots. Slowly going through it. Looking good. It's looking good. And I think I could patch that one corner and that'll be the last gray spot. To be fair, this corner, this little like crevice corner that I've made has been the most amount of work. All right, cool. So let's take a look at this. We got the base brown. Well, we started with priming something close to black. Then we put brown on top, and now we're putting that gray. And now we can see that dark gray blending with that brown. It has a very nice earthy look to it. All right. Yeah, Tyler, there's a whole lot of like openings and passageways that players and NPCs can be moving around. So this is like a very diverse, surprisingly, very diverse terrain piece. One thing I'm interested in while using it is the ability to repaint it for multiple situations. So we're painting it for like its best case scenario. And then if I destroy it, like in story, I can paint that on top. And it's also a big piece, and I feel like the bigger you get with your terrain, something I've learned, the more multi-purpose it has to become. Alright, so now we gotta talk about dirt. Oh no, we want before dirt. I'm silly. We need light gray. We need the light granite. Granite gray. So this is going to be a little interesting because it'll be too bright. I'm going to mix it with the dark gray. We can get kind of a medium tone in there first. Let's add another color to it so it can pop. we'll put a little bit of Admiral Blue into this gray. Just a little. And I guess I'll put some Orc Blood. Orc Blood purple. If it can come out of the bottle. There we go. Yeah, nice little cluster of colors going on here. Very chunky. Let's put some water in this. There we go. Let's put a little bit more light gray in here. Styrofoam? No, it's actually just XPS foam. So the pink insulation. There we go. That's what we're going to highlight the grays with, or at least the mid-tones for the gray. And then the light gray by itself will probably be... No, I'll probably put Arid Earth as the highlight. We'll mix it up. So we want the rock to look alive, not dull. Alright, let's start with right up front. Just like that. Look, see that blue really pop? Very nice. Yeah, it's a very stiff insulation, which I really like. Very durable, doesn't break. Well, it's stiff and durable, but easy and malleable. It's a nice combination of things. Wait, can I control the song? Oh no. I thought my computer allowed me to change the song for a second. on doing a skeleton army in the Shadows of Isles color scheme from Leagues of Legends. My current campaign is taking place in Runeterra. Isn't Runeterra a video game? Or am I thinking of something else? What am I thinking of? It's like a 2D side-scrolling game. Now it's a glowing mountain. Oh. Get that stretch, guys. Okay. So we have the blue, we have the gray, the blue. A little bit more blue around the edges. Have it bleed into the brown. We don't know how much is going to get covered when we start putting dirt and grass on. It's always about layers, right? So you want to be able to admire the layer work that's underneath everything. So let's get a close up. You can see that I went a little wild with the light blue. You can see a lot of blending that's happening between the earthy tones and now the very cold rock tones. In fact, I think this camera will have a better look. Camera's about to fall over. There we go. Really get a good look now with this camera angle. You can really see the colors pop because it's better than a GoPro. You can even see up here where the little rocks are. Like it looks like dirt and rock has really like come together and molded this. Boop. Idea for an Easter egg using invisible ink. Ooh, if only I had invisible ink. Be bright. Pecan is also bright. Latte's a little darker. So we're pretty much done with this color palette. Let's move on to more earthy palettes. We have a lot of these browns. We can start with oak. We got an oak brown from Army Painter. Let's start with that. Doesn't seem mixed. Just gotta mix it up. Just gotta mix it up. Good morning, Christian. There we go. Now, after great. Making sure I have some dry rust that I can paint some minerals in the rocks too. Okay, so let's quickly clean the brush. Get a little bit of that blue out. It's okay if it's a little messy. That's what we're here for. Is it early for you? It is early for me. We try to wake up earlier than this, but normally I stream later than this, but we have a lot of European viewers that get to miss out a lot. So I wanted to try doing an earlier stream and feel that out. Also, I'm on the West Coast, so I'm like at the end of everyone's day. How's this gonna look? Feeling it out. How does that look? For the Europeans. Yeah. You know those fesky little Europeans. It's alright. I see it working and not working at the same time. My friends have wanted me to try to play D&D, but I still haven't tried it. It's worth it. You might as well start before the books get super expensive. Glitch, what up? When painting minis, have you looked into speed paint? I have looked into speed paints. It's definitely a different style of painting, and I think it works best with miniatures like the character minis. I'm saying a lot. Yeah, I just haven't invested in any speed paints. I've been painting a lot of terrain. So that's probably why. I should definitely try it. Sometime. Maybe on the next adventure, I will order some speed paints and we can paint that on stream. Gotta stretch that back. Light bulb. Ugh. Did you make the rock base or did you buy? I made this, son. I made this. Well, you gotta get some drier, faster dry paint to do some base coating because that is clutch. So, let's go over the layers super quick. This is a bunch of recycled pieces put together from other miniature terrain pieces that I've had. They were not being used as much as I wish they were. So I cut them up and put them all together. Next, we primed it with a water-based spray primer. Where's my shadow? There you go. And from there, I painted it a lot with this brown. A little watered down, but mostly this brown on top of the black. From there, today we put the dark gray, the light gray mixed with blue and some purple in there. That's how we got this like cobalt metal look going on. And now we just put on some Army Painter brown where we know the dirt and the playable space is. But with all that layer buildup, it's now a very two-tone piece, and now we want to get some details in there. So we're going to start with settle down. Dry rust. A nice lava-looking orange. Chance! Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday and an awesome stream. I'm sick at work. I'm stuck at work right now, but wanted to pop in and say hi. Chance, you can keep us on in the background. You know that, right? Just put in some earbuds and we're good. So, where are we going to put this little rust? These little minerals. I'm feeling like here. It's a good spot. How about here? Here? That feels good, right guys? That feels nice. There we go. Nice little polka dots. Super professional, right? Should probably sneak some in here. Right? It's got the rust pox. Aggressive dabbing. Great. Now, let's add some wizard orb. Clean the brush off just a little bit. And right there. How about there? There. How about that? I think that's pretty good. Yeah, that looks really nice. I think that makes sense. Yeah? You guys think that makes sense? Gotta get deep in there again. Go. You got those minerals. Not done. Oh, but it's far from done, little ones. Far from done. Sam. So now we're going to play with our coffee latte. We're going to take the big brush. A little bit of water in my paint. Wet it up just right for me. That's a lot of paint. There we go. Alright, we're going to start on this side because it's easier for you guys to see. Sam, you finally made it. Alright, so we're going to take the latte and dry brush over the blue. Very quick pass, not too much detail. This whole process is about layers. and the blending of colors. And it might feel like at times that we lose the color that we started with, but that's okay, because the current color wouldn't look the way it does without the base layers underneath. Oh, I found a camera I really want to save up for the D&D games. I want to use it primarily for the DM first, and then I want to get, if it works out well, I want to get a second one for the minis. So it is a AI-driven PTZ webcam that does 4K and looks stupid good. Looks better than this GoPro. It's like $500, which is a lot of money, but it's a lot cheaper than the cameras I normally use. So what I want to do, something I enjoy doing as a DM off camera, is standing up, right? Being able to move, and act and perform and do stuff like that, especially in combat. And I can't do that with the current setup because the camera's locked off. In earlier episodes of Curse of Amity Island, I was able to do it because of how we figured the camera's positioning and stuff. But currently in the apartment setup, it's not really doable. So that camera could really help with that. On top of that, I want to get a gray backdrop behind the Dungeon Master. It kind of matches this. It's not fabric, but it's like a pull-up backdrop, kind of like the Elgato green screen, but it's gray. So those things together, I really want to get. And then the DM camera, you know, I can move, and there'll be motion in my camera as I do stuff. And I could turn off the tracking, turn on the tracking. And if it all goes well, my hope is that we can get a second one for the minis, and we can have on my little stream deck, or even somebody comes over and they can operate it over Wi-Fi or the Ethernet cables, because it's NDI. And we can actually have a little bit of motorizing going on at a very reasonable low budget. Kobe! Why is the stream so early? It should be perfect timing for you, Kobe. Okay, so we put the latte all over it. Now we're going to do the light gray. Not the blue light gray, but just light gray. Just light gray. I wanted to try it out, guys. Gosh. Hey, I set this stream last night to be ready so you guys could see that it's coming. Don't give me this like, oh, we didn't know it was coming. It was public. I didn't notify any of you, but it was public. Now, I wanted to try it out, see if this is a better time for everybody since I'm at the end of a day for everyone, since I'm on the West Coast. If this is a better time, that'd be probably a good thing. Alright, so now we're just going to do the light gray, and everything I'm going to try to do is from top down to give it a lighting effect. It's perfect timing. Just finished dinner. Go. I'm gonna have to go upward for these little cuts they have. Yeah. On all the vertical though, I want to try to stay going downward. A little thick. That's okay. Not the last layer. Last layer I'm going to have to be very careful with. What'd you have for dinner, Kobe? Oops. Okay. Bread. Nutritious. How nutritious? Probably my laptop. Freaking out. Oh. There we go, guys. This is my focus face. Cool. We've been doing a lot of blending. Take a look at this through the camera's perspective. I'm liking it. I think the minerals are a bit strong still, but the blending is coming along. I think another latte pass will be great. Let's do one latte pass and we'll call the stream there, guys, at around an hour and a half. Cafe latte, which is just a light brown. And we'll put it kind of over everything. Little bit of water, da 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 da. Rather than brushing it, just dab it on. A different approach. This is art, guys. There is no guide or rule book. It's just about capturing the feeling that I want. And I really want rocks, dirt, and grass. But I want it to look pretty if you look too close. There we go. And I'm gonna have to do a detail pass on the little rocks once we get like the grass on there and stuff. So, not too worried about some of the stuff. Like, I still see some of the blue in here. It's great. I think I am overdoing it a little bit, but when we look at normal mountain rocks, it's pretty two-tone. It's either dark grays and light grays and grass on top, or what the frick am I thinking? Dark reds with light reds, or sand tones. And I'm just trying to make something look a little bit more unique. And I like this because it functions as like this big hill set. It can be underground, on the mountain. And in that case, you know, it'll probably get repainted many times to fit whatever it needs to be. Haven't had a chance to tell you, but my channel is off the ground. We just passed 100 subs. Congratulations. And our lore video passed 1,500 views. Congratulations. That's really hard. It's a good first month. Heck yeah. Alright, we've been doing a lot of blending. We got a lot of colors hidden in the rocks. I just want it to look aged before like pulling it out on the map. And it's getting there. There's parts of here where the Mod Podge hasn't even been colored over. It's still that base brown with that blue. And there's even some dark gray still. Sweet. Okay, so I think this is where we're gonna leave it off. Great, like, bunch of layers of colors are built up now, and in certain corners you can see it. So we can see like the dark brown that first originally started right there. We see the dark gray. We have some of the blue right here. We have the light gray right there. And we have some of the mineral colors. So that it is alive. Let me grab something. So what I'm holding right here is my basic gray rock scatter terrain. And I have some green hidden in there, and then it's mostly gray. So what I think right now that we got everything buried under brown, so how I painted this was dark brown, light brown, some green, some more brown, and then the grays went on top. What I think now is everything's got to get grayed over, and then we start adding dirt and grass. Because you can see how this could just blend in just right. So I can make this taller or whatever with my scatter terrain, which is really cool. It's just a big piece, and the bigger the piece, the more like resolution and details you're going to want to add to it. At least in my opinion. And then someday I'm just going to repaint all of this just for a desert hill or an ice hill. Just watch, this is going to be repainted. I'm going off a general color palette, no actual reference, which makes it a little harder to navigate, but I just want it to be able to work with my scatter terrain, which is really close. All right, everybody. Oh. Here we go. So I'm going to sign off here on Instagram. I got to run over to the other side of the room to turn off Instagram stream. But the drama. But thank you so much for hanging out this morning for me and this evening for most of you. I hope this time window is a lot better, and hope we can hang out more. Check out the Discord so we can hang out more. Show your art, show your crafts there, and I will see you on the next live stream. All right? Have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, and of course, good night.
Good night. Good night. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Good morning! Good morning!
Good night.
Here's the note. See ya.
See ya.